And so each round that you can stay attentive and present for, and if you can link together 3 full 4-part breaths in a row, or 4 or 5, that means you've just trained your mind to have a stamina of attention. If you do half a breath and then you're already distracted or bored or looking somewhere else, right? That's not having your stamina be intact. But if you can do 5, 10, 15, or 20 breaths, that means your mind has become more potent. So we'll just be here another minute, minute and a half. Gently opening the eyes. Spinal movements. Slide the hands forward, around the back gently. Slide the hands back. Arch the back gently. And forward. And back. 2 more. And settle back to neutral after you've completed, and right into your rotations. Left hand slides forward, right hand slides back, and you turn to the right. And then slide back through neutral, hands change. Turn to the left. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. And we are centered. Now here, fold. And gently bow. And then rise. And lean back. So we're doing things a little out of order today, because I want to try to give you guys an opportunity to do some of these things standing a little bit more. Do a couple more of those. Just mute everyone here. And then finally that fold and round. And all the way up.
I can't see you. I see just the 2 things. What happened? Oh,
Can't see me?
no?
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. And we're up. Okay, so now we're going to do shoulders, we're going to do arms, we're going to do all that stuff. We're going to do head and neck with the option of doing it standing. Many of you will choose to stay sitting. Others will try to stand, but let's do a couple stand and sit to get that warmed up first. So fold, forward, and then sit and back down. Because over time, we do want to move it to the direction where our practice is done standing up more, at least ideally. But again, if sitting in the chair is what allows you to safely and comfortably do your practice, fine, you can stay there. Last one, come on up. Stay standing, and let's do a couple of squats. Sink, and then rise. Remember now we're adding this, push the hips forward and gently arch the back. Remember sitting, and then rising and pushing the hips forward. Two more. And we're up. All right. So now I'm facing, I'll face forward for this one. So now we go to our shoulder blades. Lift, lower, alternate, lift, and lower. Just remember, you can do this sitting in your chair just as well as standing, but you have the option to stand. Notice when you're standing that there's all kinds of work happening down in the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips. Try your best to work on your Tai Chi standing as we're doing this, which is open the hips, open the knees, let them just be slightly bent. So you're not locking your joints. Now, both shoulders, raise and lower. Raise and lower. One more. Okay, now I'll turn slightly sideways so you can see. Shoulder, forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Continue. You'll notice just doing this has some light weight shifting that's happening naturally. Switch directions. Forward, forward. At any point, feel free to safely sit down in your chair if you need to, or stand up if you'd like to, and switch arms. Back. Forward, notice the arm goes in front, and the arm trails back a little behind. Right? It's just because I'm letting my arm go where it needs to go. Switch directions. Back, up, over, forward. The arm's a little in front now. And then back. So it's letting that arm be loose and let it follow the movement of the shoulder blade, the natural flow of movement. And now when we do both shoulder blades, what we're going to do is shift the weight a little to your right leg, turn your left foot out a little, shift to that left foot and put your right foot just a little bit in front. So this little stance here, where one foot's a little in front, the back foot's slightly turned out. It's a common Tai Chi stance. And now we're shifting a little into the front leg and the shoulder blades go forward. And then we're bringing them up and back as we go now into our back leg. So the front foot should be sort of empty. And then we go into the front leg, let the shoulder blades scoop under. And then as they come up and back, we shift back, right? Keep going. I'll turn sideways so you can see that angle. Rounding a little forward and then up and slightly back. Okay, now same foot positioning, but we switch directions. Go back, up and roll over the top, down. Now we're going to switch the foot position and go back to the first shoulder blade movement. So bring the left foot back, toes turned out a little, shift over, right foot out in front. And now we're shifting forward a little and then up and over and back. So notice the hands when I shift forward, the arms and everything slightly internally rotate. And then as I go back, they open. Palms now face forward. Palms face back and slightly out. Now they're forward, right? Keep going. Shift forward and then back. And then a little forward and a little back. One more and then switch directions. Now switch directions. Back foot into your forward foot. Back foot, forward foot. Okay, now be in your back foot. Step that front foot back to parallel. Parallel feet. One, the other. One, the other. And just notice you can do this in your chair. Same exact thing. Shoulder blade circles. Switch directions. Forward. And pause. Now, this little exercise here, remember our arm circle, we're taking that up one notch. So notice that you can slightly shift into your left leg and your right arm comes across and then shift and the arm swings. Think of it like a pendulum. So it's just a light little shift to one side, light little shift to the other. Now here, you shift to this side, the palm then turns to face the front and we come up and over the top. Make a circle and let it fall. And then we bring it back across and circle. So we're starting from the hand and wrist area, a little bit through the forearm. And we're getting this circular movement of the body. Now you can make that circle a little bigger, so you come up a little higher, then out and across and down. Now the maximum circle, but don't crank your joint, but just draw a really nice big round circle. And then on this one, you come up and you hold it just sort of pointing to the front corner of your room and make small circles with the fingers, the wrist, and the hand. And then let that go into the forearm, right? And then let that go to the rest of the arm. And then let it be from the center of the body. And then pause. Now here, we turn the palm up and like you're accepting something in, and then tuck the wrist and go out and around. And accept in and around. In and around. In and around. Notice you slightly go to your left leg, then naturally to the right leg. Left leg, right leg. Now let that hand go down and then sweep around, up and over and across the middle a little bit, down, and then out and around that circle, down, down. So this is all from Silk Reeling Qigong. Last one, hold it at that corner and make those small circles in the other direction. Little hand circles, then the rest of the arm all the way in towards the center of the chest and then back out all the way to the tips of the fingers and release. And let that arm just swing and shake. Let that ache just kind of go through. Other side, swing, swing. Soft swing, soft swing. Now as you swing, palm faces the front, come over the top and down. Through, over the top and down. Through, over the top and down. Notice my palm is facing the camera when I go over that side. And then I rotate, palm facing the camera. So now the circle getting a little bigger, bigger still. Notice the hand going across and then out and across and then out. One more. On this one, you catch it right about here. Small circles. Wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, from the center of the body, and then back out like it's sort of reverberating out all the way to the tips of the fingers. Then turn your palm up and receive, and then tuck the fingers under and around and re-extend. Bring the hand in, receive. Notice where my elbow is now, it's close to the body. And then that elbow leads out, and I come around, and then turn, palm up, and receive. Extend. So here the arm is straight, and then it subtly comes in to a little coiled position, and around. And then let the hand drop a little further so that the circle can be a little larger. Drop, drop, drop. And then on this one, we take the palm facing down and across and scoop it around and out. Cross, around and out. Two more. And then hold that hand up at the corner and make those other circles. Fingers, wrist, forearm, all the way up the arm to the center of the chest, and then all the way back out, fingertips, and release. And finally, those two exercises with both. So we'll just sort of gently rock right and left. Hands are swinging. And then now as they come towards each other, both. So now we don't really rock, we sort of round and then open. Round softly down here and then lift and they open. And then you release and feel that rounding and then opening, right? So on this one, there's that close along the front of the body. Close and then open. Make sure you close and then open. And then now even cross. One, open. Cross, so you close, open. Cross the other twice. Now, small circles. And if this feels awkward, yeah, it's gonna. This is a hard one to get. I'm still working on getting it to feel really smooth, but pause. Comes in, receiving, and then just a tight little circle around and back to extended. Turn palms up, softly receive, scooping around and out to the side. Receive. Remember, silk reeling. Silk reeling. Now you're letting the hands come down a little more so the circle can really go for a nice round. And now on this one, palms stay facing down as you come and circle. Down. And you can feel now it's time to let them cross. 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 Cross the other. cross the other, and then on this one, catch them up there at the corner and finish spiraling, little sort of shaking loose spirals. And release. Now, right palm, open all the hands up and turn the palm to face back, forward, shake, 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 shake. Left hand, open the palm up, turn palm forward, back, shake, 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 shake. Then raise the right hand, shake, shake, shake. Switch. Remember, it's turn, turn. Do that full turn, and then it becomes a shake. So at first go. Now both and both. Sink the chi to the belly. Raise, palms turn up and over. Settle, 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 settle. Please feel free to take a seat when you need to. Stand back up when you need to or when you'd like to. All right, next exercise, head and neck. We look down, up, down, up, down, up. One more. Back to center, left and right. Back to center, softly ear to shoulder. Leave it there. Open the side of the neck. Bring the head back up. Ear to other shoulder, softly. Just leave it there. Bring it back up. One more to each side. Option here is chin down a little, up a little while you're in this position, and notice how it pulls nicely on some of those side neck muscles. Just very small movements can go a long way. And then we switch. And we're back to center. Sink chi to the belly, raise, up and over, settle, settle, settle. Hands in front of the belly, pause. All right, now you guys remember this one where we shift, we turn one foot out a little bit, sit into it, the other foot's a little in front. Now, with whichever foot is in front, that hand is on top as we come up and open. So just sit like this for a moment. And then as the hands come up and over, they cross. We shift into the front leg and then let the hands swing down, swing back to cross, and then they uncross and we open. We shift forward, they cross, release them to swing, and then come up to cross, and then open as you shift into your back leg. So it's forward cross, release, back up, and back. Forward cross, release down, back up, back. Forward and cross, back, forward cross, release, back. Now switching sides, bring that front foot back, bring the other foot out in front. Now that hand will be on the top as we shift forward, cross, release, come back, open. Feel that looseness. Loose and then round. So we're going into our front leg, releasing, coming back to cross into our back leg, settle. And stay here. Step both feet back. Release your arms down. Sink chi to the belly. Let your arms hang by your sides. Now, softly let yourself go into your left leg, and just like you're reaching the left hand more towards the floor, allow for a little bit of side bend there. As that's happening, let the right wrist float up. And then change. Change. And for this one, we don't go all the way up with the hand. This is a specific Qigong called left-right yin-yang, which turns into something called left-right wheel, which we're going to learn all that today. So the key here is you're feeling at the bottom of your feet. One foot is your complete support leg. The other one empties. And then we change that. And you're also like warming up the taffy of the body. And you're also finding this fulcrum point or this pivot point in the middle back, the lumbar. And so now we start doing left-right wheel with that same movement. Watch the hands. They just wheel alongside. So this isn't shoulder blade movement. This is the hands. And notice what my hands are doing. So everyone, let's just go like this. Like that. Keep doing that for a moment. But make them small. How small can you get? Small. Smaller. And have them be down by the sides of your body. Right? And so every time my hand goes down and under, that's the leg that I'm in. And then down and under, and that's the leg that I'm in. Down. Down. Wheeling. And then once you get that feeling of what its subtlety is, then you can allow it to grow somewhat. Hand reaches more out, more down, but slow and smooth. And remember, silk reeling. Now the other way. So the hand comes up and up under the armpit, and then down slightly behind the body and underneath, while the other comes up under the armpit and then down. Left, right, wheel. And the whole time we're changing to the left leg, changing to the right leg. Right? And then the last one in this series, right hand up high, presses down as the left hand rises totally relaxed. And then it becomes the pressing palm as I change. The right hand just soft, it rises. And this right foot should be empty now. And then feel that fulcrum point in the middle back, the Ming Men door life area. That's where the upper and lower body are connected. Waist, as they call it. We call it the waist, but we're not talking about the same place usually as the Qigong people. We're thinking of the hips as our waist, where they're talking about the lumbar and the navel height as the waist. Last one to each side. Both hands down. Sink chi. Now let's do our legs. Go ahead and have a seat. There are leg exercises that we would do standing. We're learning some of those in the walking class on Mondays. But we'll do our seated ones here today. All right. So now, first our chamber, and then push. Chamber, return. Chamber, push. Chamber, return. Now, foot and ankle, point flex. Invert, evert slightly. Circles. Other direction circles. And set that foot down, other leg. Push that foot out, hold it there, point flex. Invert, evert. Circles. Switch circles. And put that foot back down. Good. Now we've got our swivel steps. Lift left ball of foot, swivel and turn out the right knee and toes. Lift the heel, swivel and turn the knee in, heel pushes out. Do it again, toe out, knee out. Lift the heel out, knee in. One more, hold, open. And then walk it in. Internal, swivel on the ball of foot, external, internal, external, neutral. Go out. 1, 2, 3. Do it from the hip. 4, 5. And then in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1 more. Open. And close. Switch sides. Open. Internal. External. Internal. Hold. Internal. External. Walk it in. And again. Out. Hold. And once more. Neutral. Now with both, open, close, open, close, open, close. One more. And good. Now you'll remember this one. Hands on right leg. We're lifting like we're doing a chamber, opening, setting it down. So it's like a little semicircle with the thigh, right? You're tracing a little circle, and then we circle back in, out to in. This is another one that we sort of do standing in the walking class where we are able to, but you have to have a good amount of balance for that. So anyway, we're learning that movement in that movement. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Very good. All right. Now, just another forward fold, just to open that back up. And back up. Now we go wide stance, little dragon arms, fold. Softly round. And then come back up and lean back. Forward. One more. Now, as you lean back right into the dragon stirs the sea. Around. Back. 3 in each direction. So 2 more. And switch. And middle. Legs come back together. Feet slide back a little bit. Let's do 3 more. Stand to sit. Fold. Forward. Rise. Fold. Sit. And vertical. Oh, time to sit up. Or stand up, rather. One more. Now we stay standing. Remember your Tai Chi squat, which is tail sneaks out just enough and sinks. The arms dangle, relaxed. And we get this rounding open of the back body. And then push through the earth and rise back up. So with just as little effort as possible, it's just tail sneaks out and we sink. It's the Tai Chi squat. One more of those. Tail sinks back and down. Arms are soft and dangling. The crown is still buoyant. And we rise. Now with that relaxed body, rock a little forward into your toes. A little back to your heels. Toes. Heels. Notice the arms can start to swing gently. Swing. Swing back. Swing. Swing back. Now the Qigong movement, Sink Chi wash organs. We rock back. As you rock back, turn your palms forward and let them rise up shoulder height. Rock forward, there's a big round grabbing gathering gesture. Rock back, the hands come into the mouth, slide down to belly height to the navel, and then Tai Chi squat or Tai Chi crouch. Tail, sink, release through. Push through the earth to rise back to middle. From middle, you rock back and start the arm circle. So back, start the circle. Forward, carry through that circle. Back, bring hands to mouth, belly, then tail sneaks out the back. Tai Chi squat or crouch. Push through the earth to rise. Let's do that a few times. Rock back. Rock forward. Remember mouth height if you can. Rock back, hands to mouth, belly, and then through. Rock back, forward, back, mouth, belly, through. One more. The idea here is we're inducing that ideal flow of the life force through the body. We're also using all of our pivots in a soft and easy yet effective way. Sink chi to the belly, hands up and over, settle. Hands crossed slightly in front, Rock forward and paint the wall in front of you. Rock back and paint with the fingertips on the way down. Forward and paint. This time as you get to the top, rock back, slide the hands back and let them settle just a little bit below shoulder height, and then rock forward, they shoot out. Palms face each other. As they fall, rock back. Hands come up under the armpit and rock forward, they float out. Now paint with the fingertips. Forward. Back sliding. And now we press and then squat, Tai Chi crouch. Let's do that one more time. Rock forward a little, back a little. Now we do it. Forward and up, pung, sliding back and settling, ready for G, shooting forward, falling, coming up underneath and out. Now this is Lu, sliding back, forward and up, sliding, settling, and pressing down, through. One more. A little forward, a little back. Pung, rise. Then this is sliding back and settling, and then G, forward, dropping, coming up under the armpit and out, and this is Lu, sliding it down and back. Pung again, and then An, which is sinking energy, down. And then Sung, softening through. Now, change your weight slightly to the left, turn your navel slightly left. Change your weight to the right, turn slightly right. The hands just naturally, right? If you don't hold on to them, but you let them be their buoyant, chi-filled selves, they naturally do the bear washing paws in the stream. Now, it's still considered bear washing paws in the stream for quite some time, even though the movements get larger, right? But they haven't lifted out of the water, right? So that's important. The water is just down here at your waist. So keep the hands down in the water and just let them swing, right? But then it becomes, as the joints open, it becomes the bear the bear swirls the stream. So now you see that hand doing a big circle coming in close, and then a big circle coming in close. Circle, circle. Just make sure you got those components of changing weight from one leg to another and turning from the waist, which is the lumbar spine area of the body. Now notice I haven't gone out of the water. I'm seeing some of you guys, your arms are already out of the water. We want to be clear that we're down here, and then they loosen up to the point where they can rise up a little bit and snatch the fish, come across chest height. And then they fall back into the water. Then the other hand and arm swings, swings. So we're training that pivot of the waist, loosening the joints, loosening the tissue, letting the circles and spirals be experienced. So no locked joints. Now the bear slashes, the arm comes up and then just goes over the top and down to the opposite side. Then rises over the top. And so there's that buoyancy that the body starts to feel when it opens and relaxes. You're just able to express that, experience that. Now, on this next one, as your right arm goes up, float it up to a wing, roll, fold, right in front of the face area. Now shift, turn, and this is brush and push, right? Brush, push. Then they change, right hand drops, left hand roll, fold. So it's kind of a more sophisticated movement than the bear. The bear opened up everything, and now We're working on a little more sophisticated pivot use. Roll, fold, shift. All the while, we're still operating from the waist. We're just changing weight, rotating slightly, changing, rotating, letting it through. Changing, letting it through. Now stay on the left. Hands change where left fingertips come up, right hand falls down. Right foot is empty. Step it a little behind, toes turned out. Golden rooster. Sit through back leg. Empty front foot, lifting the heel, toe touch, or lift. If you lift and can sustain it for a little, then put the foot down, then lift again, fine. Some of you might even feel like lifting and holding. When you're up, you can shake the leg a little loose, ankle, straighten and bend the knee, just loose, loose shoulders, loose wrist. And then set that foot down empty, change. Left hand comes down, right elbow bends, right foot empties and touches or lifts. Again, if it's up, you can straighten and bend the knee like a hinge. You can turn internally, externally at the hip, and that'll make this thing happen that I'm doing here. And then the foot, you can kind of circle it, shake it loose, wrists, shoulders, right? So when you're holding a pose, any little shake loose feels good, you can do it. Now set that right foot down, change, rooster, change, set the foot down, change, rooster. When the foot goes down, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Shift everything. Hands, foot. Set the foot down, nothing changes. Shift everything. One more of each. Now from here, right hand becomes cloud, shield. Step that right foot out parallel to the left. Left hand is in the water. Shift, turn, that's cloud, lake. Now cloud rains down as lake vapors up. Shift, turn, cloud, lake. Vapor, rain. Shift, turn. Shift, turn. Adding a challenge here. When that left foot is empty, bring it in, back out. Vapor rain, and then change. As you vapor rain, bring the right foot in, out, change. In, out, change. In, out, change. In, out, change. Now listen close. Bring the right foot in, keep it in, shift onto that right leg as you turn. So your feet should be close together. Now here, left foot steps out, hands change, and then we shift turn. So we should be slightly to the left of where we started. Let's do that again. As you vapor rain, step the right foot in, keep it in, and then turn and change the weight onto the right leg. As you vapor rain, step the left foot out. Shift, turn. One more. In. Turn. One more step out. So now you should be more to the left of where we started. We're going to go back. So now, vapor rain, step in, out. We go back the way we came. Shift, turn, cloud, lake. Vapor rain, step in, keep the foot in. shift, turn, cloud, lake. As you vapor rain, step right foot out. So now we're traveling using our Tai Chi move. Step the left foot in as you vapor rain. Shift, turn, cloud, lake. Vapor rain as you step out. Step in. Step out. And then let that right hand drop, sweep back. Bear washing paws. Sink chi to the belly, take a moment. Hands come down. Now shift your weight to your left leg, almost finished. Turn the right foot out a little bit, 5 degrees, maybe 10, maybe 15. Shift onto it, left foot is empty. Step it forward, but try to keep a little bit of width between the heels so you don't let this foot come across. Keep it out. Now you set it down, bring your hands up, ready for a push. Shift into your front leg about 70%, not all of it, and then push the hands forward. That Tai Chi push, right? Notice I'm not cranking my wrist back. There's this nice round quality as I shift and softly push. Turn the hands around and receive as you go into your back leg. Draw towards your body. Turn your hands around. Push. And receive. Notice where the power comes from the middle, but we're transferring from the earth out through the fingertips. And then turn the hands and receive. Push. Receive. One more. Now the hands fall. Bring that left foot back and have it turned out, toes turned out. So you're sort of duck foot. Change the weight. Empty the right foot. Step it forward with the toes pointing straight ahead. Remember not to let the leg migrate over. Keep it out somewhat. Hands come up. Shift and push. Shift back, receive. Shift forward, push. And receive. Push. Receive. Feel that spring-loaded quality of the arms and hands. The function of the hands to be able to exert this power. Push. Now we're going to switch each time. So we come back, step back, straighten up into the middle, arms are down. Then we're sinking down through the right leg, emptying the left foot and bringing the hands up, all in one gesture. Step, and then shift and push. Shift back, receive. Bring the foot back, toes turned out, straighten up, and let everything relax for a second. And then we do it to the other side. So sink through the left leg, hands raised, step. Shift and push. Sit back, receive. Step back, straighten. And notice that I'm doing this all like silk. There's no rushed moments. There's no herky-jerky moments, right? And especially working with Parkinson's, as much as you can, be really focusing on polishing all the movements in between, right? Because there's enough challenge already at creating smoothness. We don't want to let just our mind state and how we're thinking about moving be contributing to that. So be thinking about silk. Every moment. Let's do one more of each. Silky. Finish. Turn around and receive. Stepping back, straightening up slowly. Right? Notice, did you just drop? Or did you slowly drop? And then slowly rise as you sink. Prepare. Shift and slowly push. Sitting back. Stepping, and then notice right here. Straightening up. Soft, 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 soft. Let's do one more of each. Soft. Very nice. One more. Now we finish with 3 Sync Chi wash organs, which you guys are starting to learn now. Circle back, rock forward, this big gather. Rock back, bring hands to mouth, down to belly. Tai Chi squat. Rock back to start the circle. Rock forward to carry that big round reach. Rock back to invite in and down and mark the navel area as important, and then through. Last one. Sink chi to the belly. Seal. Soft bow of the head, eyes closed if you can safely have them closed while standing. Breathing. Nice and easy. Mind settled. And then safely have a seat. Make sure you know where your chair is, or that it's where you think it is. If you get a chance to just chill out for a minute or 2 or 3, just be still before moving on to whatever's next, please do. If there are questions of any kind or comments of any kind, feel free.
Thank you, Otto. That was really great. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Nancy. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Make
very
sure you unmute yourself if you have anything to say. Of course, feel free to just wave and click off. That's fine as well.
Thank you, Otto.
much. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
Every-
you too, Michelle.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
very
thanks,
much.
Stanley. Good seeing you, my man. Take care.
You too.
Yeah, bye, Karen.
Hi, Stanley.
Tony.
Hi.
Who's that? Karen?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Karen.
Yes.
Yeah, I should take off my spotlight, huh? So
Thank
guys-
you, Otto. It was
Thank you,
such
Sheila.
a wonderful class.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Any questions or anything like that, feel free.
It's nice to be on our feet.
Yeah, how was that? That's actually something I'd like to get a little feedback about. I tried to do that today.
I find it a little tiring on my back, probably because I'm doing something wrong.
Well, we defined what at least one of the things is, right, in our session. The tail
Yes,
sticking up
yes.
like that.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Noting that. But
So
just
that-
being standing is demanding.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Have a good weekend.
bye.